So recently it's been brought to my attention that I haven't been doing any of my intros anymore. To that I say, I'm sorry. So here's 5 of them. When chemists die, they bury 'em. How does Moses make his tea? He brews it. Some girl said she recognized me from the vegetarian club, but I'd never seen her before. Velcro. Pfft, what a ripoff. Jokes about German sausage are the worst. Today I'm filming live via my bedroom floor to bring to you a July book haul, which is kind of a bit of a fraud, lying, I'm a bad person type haul, because actually 3 of these books are not from July, they're from June, but I never actually technically showed them to you in a haul before, so I'm just gonna haul them now and pretend I got them in the month of July. I'm just gonna stop talking. And if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that I've recently found my new favorite bookstore. If you're new here, first off, hi! Second off, this bookstore is a store that, it's kind of a store, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's basically our library is giving old/donated/books they don't want to a separate seller, and you buy the books there for like 75 cents, then all the proceeds go to our public library. That probably made no sense, but long story short, it's a bookstore that sells things for like 50 cents, and it's fantastic. So I got 3 paperback books, all for 75 cents each. The first book is something that I actually was never assigned to read during middle school, so I've never read it, and it's Where the Red Fern Grows by Wilson Rawls? Gee, I'm sorry, I'm butchering your face, but oh, cannibalism reference. Did not intend. I'm not in the Hannibal fandom. What was I gonna say? This is a book. I bought it. That's the end. Bye. The second book is by an author that I've never read any of his work, but I'm definitely interested because my English teacher raves about him. This is Whale Talk by Chris Crutcher. This author, Chris Crutcher, was recently in my town for an event that we did, and this could be signed right now, but I was too lazy to go to that event. Playing Monopoly at home was just too captivating, and I stayed on my butt and refused to go into public and talk to famous people. So there's my life for you in a nutshell. We can just leave now. Also, this book is very commonly recommended to me on Goodreads, so I'm expecting I will like it since, of course, it's a recommendation. And finally, from my June/July haul, is a book that I had a very internal struggle with to buy, but I have no guilt about this. So if you're looking down upon me right now for buying this, then you can just get off my video. Pug Hill by Alison Pace. I've been to that bookstore 4 times, and every time I see this book sitting on the shelf and I just want to grab it and snuggle it because I wanted it so bad, but I never actually thought I would have the interest to read it until the 4th time around. I saw it and we bonded and I had to get it. And I don't know if you can see the cover because it's so far away and I'm too lazy to zoom in. It's Central Park with lots of pugs. There's pugs. I love pugs so much. If you have a pug, then I will be your best friend just to use you for your animal. I'm that type of person. You know what? We're gonna enjoy this, I can tell. It has pugs on the cover. It's gonna be a good book. My friend recently turned 16, so we went to our local shopping center just to walk around and go see a movie and hang out, and we ended up hopping into Barnes & Noble, which is, as we all know, my second home, and I went a little bit cray-cray, but I limited myself, and I only got 2 things, and I'm very proud. I got a copy of Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, non-movie cover, because if you know anything about me, you know I can't stand movie covers. I don't understand why they make them. Realistically, it's probably some publicity thing, but you know, it's still annoying because if I'm gonna buy a book, I want the original. I don't need an actor's face on my book. That just screws up my mentality of the characters. Do you understand? I feel like I'm just rambling, like, not even gonna talk about it anymore. It's not worth it. Back to my book haul. I have this in my possession now, and I'm very interested in reading this. I never saw the movie. I don't know very many spoilers. I don't know any spoilers, actually. So usually whenever I read a book after the movie comes out, I'll hear a ton about it and end up never reading it because I know the whole plot anyway. But I've never heard anything about this. It looks super interesting. I just showed you there were some illustrations in it, and altogether very stoked about this. And I already have a friend queuing up to read this after me, so maybe I should read this soon, maybe not. Do you agree or disagree? Then we hopped on over to the poetry section, and I found myself a book of E.E. Cummings poems, and I'm a huge fan of E.E. Cummings. I think his writing is beautiful, and I haven't actually read a ton of his work other than like whatever I've googled on the internet, so I'm excited to have this. I've been trying to read more poetry, kind of. You can see my poetry stockpile up there along with my TBR, but I'm gonna try and read more poetry. I'm gonna make myself be more civilized in that matter. I got this book from Barnes & Noble as well, but it was a separate shopping trip that I did with my aunt and my friend, and I picked up a copy of Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, and I probably shouldn't have read this because I just got it, but I read this in one day, the day I got it. I'll save all my talking for my wrap-up. And lastly, but not leastly, I got a book that I'm super excited about. Could we just fangirl together? 1, 2, fangirl! This is a complete bind-up of all 3 books in the Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy. I saw this at Walmart while I was with my mom, and I flipped out. And I've been meaning to get the first book of this series for the absolute longest time, but I didn't know. I just never got my hands on it somehow or some reason. I'm not sure what. Now that I think about it, I'm not sure what stopped me, but I saw this. It was $11 for all 3 of them, and I was like, check please, and I grabbed it, and I was like, Mother, I will pay you back for this. We need this. I'm gonna put it down now because it's kind of heavy, but excitement. Can you feel my excitement? Because I'm very interested in reading this. Finally I have you in my possession. Mwah. That was it for this short haul. Thank you for watching, and I have nothing else to say. See you next time, guys. Bye-bye. This is just a warning. I might or might not be pre-filming a ton of videos, so if I'm in this setup for a while, it's because